Hey guys, it's Erika. Welcome to part 2 of my first listen to Key's Gasoline, the second album. Part 1, I do it in parts because sometimes if I do a full album listen in one video, it gets completely blocked. So I try and do about 3 songs per video. So part 1 included Bound, Villain, and Burn. This part is going to include Guilty Pleasure, Go, I Can't Sleep. Part 3 will include Ain't Gonna Dance, Another Life, and Delight. I already have videos for Gasoline and Proud uploaded my channel, so I will not be checking those out in this first listen. But yes, there may be some inconsistencies with the videos that I do choose to react to. I just like doing color-coded lyric videos because that way I can listen to the song, I can see the translations, and you can too as well. So yeah, I'm very excited to be checking this out. This album has been amazing. I feel like I have not heard anything like it before. I feel like the most familiar sounding song is probably Villain featuring G.O.A.T. But yes, I'm excited to be getting into more of these B-sides and expanding more on this sort of world almost that Key is creating. Maybe that's what feels, because in the first part I mentioned how kind of cinematic the songs feel. I feel like this album is almost sort of like world building or like universe building. Like you're getting a little taste of this sort of world that Key is creating. That was the Kwangya verse in Gasoline, I guess. I don't know. But yes, let's check out Guilty Pleasure. What is he doing with this album? Like, come on. And I feel like that 80s retro thing so fits Key. Especially because off of Bad Love, we know. Baby Me? But like even it also kind of fits with the concept, because if you look at the album art, it's very plays into the horror concepts, and it's kind of very 80s movie poster like. The moment I met 2 souls without hiding, this night floats on me. LD a noise? Makes sense, yeah. I was just looking at production credits. You know, see, I'm not actually like, sure it gets like exhausting when there's trends of like the 80s and the retro concepts, but if you have a song as banging as this one, give me more. Give me more. The moonlight that fell on the tip of the chin illuminates all of you. Like, if you wanted me to fall in love, it's gonna be this song. I think I know what it is. I feel like I could see Key's world with the songs that has on this album. That sounds weird. Maybe that's I think why I feel it's so cinematic sounding, which makes no sense because cinematic's visuals, but like. Like, the songs are so powerful, I feel like I'm seeing Key's world. With Gasoline, the second album. The world he's creating with it. And I don't know if it's just my mindset while listening to this, or if the songs are that powerful. I will say, Key is not a guilty pleasure for me, because I'm not guilty. The drops are so insane. Like, what am I hearing? What am I hearing? This song is so good. It has no right. And it's so interesting because that 80s and retro thing, most of the times groups, when it becomes trends like that, you see it maybe in a handful of B-sides for an album for a group, or it's just a title track. Key is really, really taking that sound and incorporating it into all of his music, and I'm so here for it, and I feel like it fits Key so, so well. And again, I feel like the songs feel so cinematic to me because I feel like I'm seeing Key's world just based off the music. Like this world he's creating with the songs itself, I feel like they're so powerful. I feel like I'm seeing things, you know what I mean? That's like so weird because like, but then also a lot of the times, and I don't know if it's just because reacting so much or if it's just the way my brain works, that when I hear songs, especially if there's not a video for them, I feel like I see visuals, like I see how it could be incorporated or edited into a music, or I could see myself listening to a song in a coffee shop or driving or whatever, you know what I mean? Or I could see like a music video playing in my head. And again, I don't know if that's just me or if that's a thing that y'all do or like whatever, you know what I mean? But that's how my brain works. So like I feel like and I also said in the first part, I feel like each song would need like a Michael Jackson-esque type of music video that's more like a short film, like his 15-20 minute length music videos, not just the ones cut down but the full story, you know what I mean? I feel like he would need that for every single one of his B-sides, and I feel like he should have gotten it. And I know why he probably did it, but I feel like that's the justice that should have been deserved for each one of these songs because they're so like insane. Like, oh my god, I love this one. Like, Guilty Pleasure is so good. Like, I don't feel guilty. It's not a guilty pleasure if I don't feel guilty, is all I'm saying. So yeah, but it's just sort of insane what this album is doing to me because I feel like I don't even know if I've felt that way about so many, like about a whole album so far, and I feel like it's been like every single song. But yes, next we're going to be checking out G.O.A.T, Greatest of All Time. Is it Key? Is it shiny? Yes, it is. Excited to be checking this one out because we are on a journey. We are on a ride. I feel like, and again, it could definitely be like my mindset, like my brain is kind of fixed a lot these days on edits and editing. I don't know why. I do one edit of DPRE and that goes semi-viral and I'm just like, my brain turned on the editing function. But yeah, but my brain is weirdly in that headspace, so it could definitely be just my headspace listening to this album, or the songs are just that powerful. So yeah, you know what it like. I feel like it's a very appropriate picture for what I'm hearing. Getting old is scary. The word stable makes me more anxious. Bestie, preach. Preach. Easy length, what it really is. I don't know what's right. I'm at a loss. Bestie, you tell them. Someday falling in love like mom and dad, even if you get everything you want. Oh, Key wrote this one. I want more. I feel anxious. The only time that passed, have you grown up? Becoming an adult may it be difficult. Sometimes it flows like it's obvious. Even that time is the greatest. Then eventually. Do they use Google Translate for this? Because it feels a little weird, translations. Sometimes it is just your mindset. Now my face, my heart, it can't be forever. If Key says I'm the greatest of all time. I don't know yet. May be immature. I imagine it's a little different. I think that's facts because I'm 24. And if you would have asked me 5 years ago what it would look like being at 24, I would not picture what I'm doing. 5-10 years ago. I'm like, what even is adulting? But this is sort of like, I feel like a song about having more positive mindset about adulting, growing up, and life. You know what I mean? The lobster. There's something different from now. What would you mean? Being an adult, sometimes it could be scary. Today, not tomorrow. I feel like I'm breathing always like this. Every moment I am in every scene that is reflected. I feel like that sums it up very well. Like, it feels like it's a song about reflection and about kind of like where you are now, and kind of maybe that he's like changing his mindset to be just like, I'm the greatest, and like that, a little bit more of a positive outlook on life, you know what I mean? Because I feel like a lot of how life goes is definitely like your mindset about a lot of situations. So it's very interesting to see that perspective on it. And the sound itself, like it's not like very like celebratory, like a big grand type of song, but it's almost in a way of reminiscing, you know what I mean? Like I could see like he sitting down and then a projector and it's just flashing by different moments of his life from like debut or whatever, and just kind of have that feeling, just like reminiscing and just being like, that was actually a really great time, and then kind of going forward always trying to have like the best moments you can. Does that make sense? I don't know. And I feel like the translations were a little weird. Like I don't know if they used Google Translate for this one, but it didn't seem very, the translations did not, I feel like, flow in the best possible way. But I still think it was like a great song. I thought it was really nice, and it's very interesting always out of the perspective, because I feel like you get it more times in like K-pop concepts than in other things, but sort of have a song addressing these types of issues, you know what I mean? Because again, I'm 24. I don't feel like it. I feel like my brain is still stuck at 19. And then just sort of seeing, you know, trying to survive, you know what I mean? And looking back on like life, because I feel like sometimes it feels like you're just doing nothing and you're just like wasting time. So then, but sort of maybe like reflecting on those moments and just being like, seeing them as like growing moments or just like learning lessons or whatever, you know what I mean? So, but I really enjoyed it. I think it's a really nice song, and the sound for it was really dope too, and Key participated in writing this one. So yes, the last song we are checking out is I Can't Sleep. Bestie, don't gotta preach too loud. Don't gotta be too loud with it. But I'm excited to be checking this one out. This album is turning out to be very, very amazing. So let's get I Can't Sleep. Is that the same translation because it didn't change? Is this literally about a song about when you can't sleep at night? It's a song about insomnia. Bestie, we've all been there. I've been there more times than I've ever wanted to be. Who makes a song about not being able to sleep at night? Sure, there's like songs that have been like metaphors about insomnia, but like, this is too close to home. I thought we've all been here. Like, who makes a song like this? And the sound is really great. Production of it's really cool. And I feel like I could also see what the music video would look like here. Like he in like a little twin bed trying to fall asleep, but like monsters are coming. Like under the bed, but like a little bit playful, childlike. I guess it's not... I don't know how accurate the translations are. Which it's my fault for making these types of videos. It's already 8 a.m. Bessie. You're speaking too loud, Key. I wish I had a nightmare. I hate the night coming more than the morning because when your sleep schedule gets messed up, then you just stay awake all night and then you feel like you wasted the day. I never thought I would ever hear a song like maybe about like insomnia or sleep paralysis, like, and I feel like there's songs that will have like metaphors or analogies about that type of stuff, but like this is a song about not being able to sleep, like having a messed up sleep schedule, like what, like too relatable, too real, too close to comfort. But like I never thought I'd hear a song like that. So that is also super fascinating. But yeah, and I like the sort of 80s sound. It makes it feel like nostalgic. And again, I feel like, because I'm, again, 24, so I did not grow up in the 80s, very clearly, but it's always felt a little bit nostalgic in a way, because I feel like it was always nostalgic for like my parents who grew up through it, and then seeing like, it would be just like when you're young and you're watching like 80s movies or TV shows or 80s types of stuff, you know, it was always a sense of just like it's from a past era and you feel nostalgic about it because it reminds you of like your childhood. So I feel like in a way the song is also feels very nostalgic and very kind of childlike. That's why I picture like Key falling asleep, you know, like curly hair, and then just like the freckles, the blush, you know what I mean, just kind of always very like a childlike type of music video of them not being able to sleep, because the sound that it feels nostalgic in a way that makes you feel like a kid that I can't sleep at night, but even though I'm having these problems right now. But yeah, so it's so interesting. What is he doing with this album? Like, why are you making songs about not being able to sleep, Key? Like, I mean, get it, again, relatable, but it's way too good. Like, oh my god, like I never thought I never imagined hearing a song like this. You know what I mean? With this type of song, this type of concept. It is so fascinating. It is very, very fascinating. So I think this whole album is turning out to be amazing. And again, I just feel like it's just Key's world and we're just living in it. That's what this album feels like. Like, he's taking us on a journey. It feels very almost like episodic. Like each song is giving you something different, something new. Like we got very interesting stuff with like Guilty Pleasure, Burn, Villain, and Bound, and then this one and Greatest of All Time. It's very such an interesting perspective of like a change up on an album, and I feel like most albums definitely change the vibes throughout. Like it's so fascinating, like what he's speaking about, you know what I mean? I'm just like, whoa, like it's so fascinating to me. Like, I don't know, it's hard for me to wrap my head around it. But yes, but I'm really loving this album. So that is the and yes, that is the end of this part. So you could go ahead and put your comments down below what you thought about Guilty Pleasure, Greatest of All Time, and I Can't Sleep. Again, part 1 included Bound, Villain, and Burn. Part 3, the next part, is going to include Ain't Gonna Dance, Another Life, and Delight. So yeah, put your thoughts in the comments down below. What you're thinking about this whole a hero's journey we're going on with Key. Like, oh my god. So yeah, go to put your thoughts and comments down below. If you like this video, excuse me, give this video a thumbs up if you liked me and want to see more of my videos. Go and hit that subscribe button if you want to see my videos the second they come out. Hit that notification button if you want to follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, or description down below. At the end screen, share this video to your friends. Thank you guys so much for watching. Love you, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.